Hurry up.
It should have been mine!
Go out.
In my first life, I chose the leopard beast, the strongest in the clan, but his heart belonged to my younger cousin, Serena. He stood by and watched a pack of wild beasts tear me into pieces, just so he could harvest the rare crystals from my corpse to win her favor. In my second life, I stayed away from the leopard and chose the mermaid prince instead. Yet, he too was bewitched by Serena. He lured me into the deep, dark waters of his territory, called his kin, and held me under until I stopped breathing, all to throw himself into her arms. Now, I was reborn yet again, right back to the day of the bonding ceremony.
Vivian, how long are you going to drag this out? Serena is still waiting.
Serena was a year younger than me, and shouldn't have been choosing her beast until next year. But because the elders favored her, they granted her the rare privilege to choose early, right alongside me. My mother had carefully scouted 2 elite beasts for me, meaning Serena would get whichever one I left behind.
Can I choose neither?
No. Vivi, I chose these 2 for you myself. The Animapod has the most raw power recorded in history. The Merfew heir will become king one day. Just choose. Whatever you leave goes to Serena.
I couldn't explain 2 lifetimes of brutal slaughter to her. House law was absolute, walk away unclaimed, and the council would make my mother's life hell. But if I took either familiar, it would be a corpse within a year. I was drowning in desperation when a streak of black flashed by. It was small, jet black, impossibly fast. It carried the faint, unique energy signature of a familiar. No one else noticed it in chaos. I lunged forward, caught it tightly in my grip.
I'll take this one.
Before the silence could shatter, I flashed my magic. The silver light flared. The unbreakable bond was complete.
Fuck.
A voice exploded inside my head the exact same instant.
Bonding yourself to me again. Were you that eager to die a third time?
I opened my eyes. The hall stared at me in absolute shock. Serena couldn't contain her mockery.
You spent all that time deliberating, and you picked a pathetic snake?
Vivian!
The elder roared.
This is a sacred vow! Are you joking?
I raised my wrist. The glowing silver mark was already settling into my skin.
Does this look like a joke?
The elder's mouth snapped shut. The snake's aura was undeniable. The room reluctantly accepted the outcome and moved on. Serena stepped forward to claim her prize. I slipped away into a quiet corner and held the snake up to eye level.
You said again. What did you mean by that?
The snake didn't open its mouth. It was low, tight, like grinding glass.
My power collapsed. I was dragged into a bond with you twice before. I cannot step an inch away without the magic pulling me back.
The small serpent glared at me with lethal fury.
You died twice, Vivian. Both times, I died with you. Each time, it happened right when I was on the verge of recovering my full strength. This time, I was trying to slip out before the ceremony even began. I wanted to be free of you forever. And you caught me. You bonded me anyway.
So we've been bound across 3 lifetimes. We're actually so fated. That's romantic.
I want no part of this romance.
We'll have to fight side by side now. I'm counting on you.
I'm counting on not killing you. That's as far as my goodness extends.
I glanced toward the front of the hall, where Serena was looking back and forth between the Animagus and the Merfolk heir. Which one do you think she'll pick?
How would I know?
Between the 2 of them, objectively, who's stronger? The snake shifted in my grip, thin body restless.
Both weak.
I stopped waiting for a useful answer and watched. Serena turned her head and looked directly at me.
Viv, who do you think I should choose?
The whole room went quiet. It was a trap dressed up as a question. Whichever familiar I named, the one not chosen would have every reason to hate me. She was using me as a buffer, a redirect for someone else's resentment. I smiled.
Why choose? Take both. They're both exceptional. I'm sure you'd be more than willing to split your magical resource for 2 bonds, Serena. You always did have high standards.
Splitting magical reserves was what it sounded like. The magical core each familiar kin occupied inside a binder's consciousness was carved directly from their existing reserves. One bond was manageable. Two meant fracturing something that had never been meant to fracture. And the pain of it was described by anyone who'd survived it as having your mind slowly pulled in two directions until something gave. Serena's expression flickered. She caught herself and smiled back, light and unbothered.
I was only teasing. I already know who I want.
She walked to the Nundu. Cut her finger, let a drop of blood fall onto his lower brow. Silver light bloomed, the bond sealed. He rose from one knee with the proprietary satisfaction of something that had been wanted and had waited.
Jaiga,
He said.
I'll protect you forever.
I sighed, involuntarily recalling the past. I remembered him standing over me while I bled out, face empty, waiting for it to be done. Not like this, kneeling, sincere.
Foolish woman. You knew he was waiting for you to die. Why didn't you run?
I didn't know yet. And once we are bonded, we must trust each other. The snake went quiet, a long pause.
My name is Malachi.
He said finally. The ceremony concluded. I started toward my mother, still trying to figure out how to explain that I hadn't selected either of her carefully researched candidates, but it wasn't over. The merfolk heir stood off to one side, pale and rigid.
You're really not going to choose me?
Expression raw.
I can do sound attacks! I can level everyone in a 1-mile radius in seconds! I can heal! Anything short of death I can bring someone back from!
Malachi made a quiet sound beside me.
That's not even close to his most dangerous ability.
I asked him, but he clammed up again. Whatever Caspian offered, Serena's answer didn't change. She pulled her hand free.
I already have Yaga.
You could bond too!
Serena's glare cut sideways to me, blaming me for reminding the merfolk heir of this matter. She wasn't about to voluntarily split her magical reserves for anyone.
I have Yaga. That's enough.
I found my mother and braced for the conversation. She stopped me before I could start.
If there's something you can't explain right now, you don't have to. I trust you.
I died a mysterious death twice. I can't even fathom the sheer agony she went through. I will become powerful. For my mother. That alone was reason enough. I looked at Malachi with something close to resolution.
We're bonded now, which means we train together next.
I don't need training.
Moments later, he lay weak on the ground. Under my coercion, he finally spoke.
I'll train with you.
I said goodbye to my mother and walked with Malachi into the Forbidden Forest Trials. The Forbidden Forest Trial had existed since the Old Age, a sealed magical space, warded against intrusion, filled with dark creatures and rare materials. The outer perimeter was manageable, the interior was not. I started at the edge, with creatures I could outrun. By the end of the first month, I could hold my ground. By the third, I was fighting 10 to 1 and winning. Malachi trained separately. He left at dawn and came back at dusk, working on his own recovery at his own pace, and I let him. After 2 lifetimes of bonded familiars who wanted me dead, not being actively hunted felt like a generous arrangement. Besides, his strength fed back through the bond. His progress was my progress. He shifted in the 3rd month. He came back to camp earlier than usual that night. I waved off the dark creature that had been working the knots out of my shoulders and held up the Alihotzi belly I'd gathered that afternoon. I reached toward him.
Here. These are supposed to be ideal for your kind.
A white mist wafted in from somewhere. A hand closed around my wrist from the mist, bone-structured,
Who
long-fingered,
told you I was a serpent shifter?
black-robed.
Fine.
I said, and put the berries in my own mouth. Suddenly, his hand reached out, brushing against my cheek as his thumb pressed gently against my lips.